Hi there, pile one. So already the Six of Wands came out as the person on your mind, someone who's being divinely led towards you. Someone who's had to face their fears or face their demons, overcome a lot and almost transform into a more spiritual person in order to have the confidence to come towards you. So first they could have been fighting spirit or resisting spirit, and now they're running after spirit or running after their spiritual journey. So that could have showed up in the form of them running away from you. So we could have twin flame energy, where that's your soul's connected for a reason, so they kind of resisted you. They could have argued with you a lot, so you got the impression that they didn't really like you, but now they've went through some sort of transformation, and they could be in a place where they kind of understand the energy that they were giving off that was almost repelling away the things that they wanted, or the ways that they were the runner. um we have the Queen of Swords. There's a very sneaky energy here. The Page of Wands. So you could have recently gotten a message that someone around you is being kind of sneaky, and then that made you think oh, maybe that had something to do with a certain relationship not working out, or certain situations not working out, certain people kind of pulling out from dealing with you or messing with you. Yeah, some sort of lost opportunity in the past that is still lingering and affecting you. Yeah, there could be someone else kind of trying to either manipulate you or cast a negative light on you while making it seem as though they're watching over you or helping you. With where they're at, we have the Six of Wands. So this, whoever's you recently found out was being shady, is very different than the person on your mind. That's just the bottom of the deck energy. So that could be something going on. That's just the message that came through. If you had something kind of fall apart with someone in the past, or they got a weird impression of you, so then it's every time you guys were communicating, it's they weren't communicating with you, and you didn't really know where that energy was coming from. You're realizing there were certain people around you that could have had very shady intentions, and some weird stuff going on with what they're doing. We have the Emperor. So with the Seven of Wands being this card here, it's they're finally in a place to stand their ground and stand up against whoever was feeding them information or kind of influencing or manipulating them in a certain way. They're standing up and standing their ground against this energy and moving forward to choose something that they think is going to make them very happy or emotionally fulfilled, despite like other people's opinions or whatever was going on in the past. Whatever influenced them in the past is they're um moving forward towards what they want, having the confidence to make those strong executive choices for themselves, to know what works best for them, and not letting anyone else or anything else influence them, manipulate them, sway them in another direction. With their energy towards you, we have the Three of Cups and the Tower. So I feel as though you are this thing or this person that they are wanting to come forward and choose, um, despite what others think, right? So you are like the lost opportunity or the person that they are kind of choosing. It could be like their family or just people around them that were influencing them. It's like, regardless of what these people think, this person has made a certain decision. So with the Three of Cups, they're now seeing like the people who were influencing them previously in a different light and kind of switching up their energy towards them. And so these other people could be like, okay, I don't know where this is coming from. Also, like if and when they do come towards you, it could be this very sudden, unexpected, like, um, it's kind of the last thing that you saw coming because you thought they were like so close with these other people, and then you, they'll have like a lot of information to give you in regards to like what has recently transpired or happened. There could have been a lot of chaos. We had a lot of crazy astrology throughout the month of October, so I'm hearing it's like removing themselves from certain situations, certain environments, certain people, either removing the third party or removing themselves because they feel like they don't belong there anymore. We have Rapunzel here with the tower. So, due to like someone's influence, you could have been like very locked away here or just kind of stuck. And this person wants to like come forward despite what anyone else thinks or says and like free you or free the both of you from the past or from a certain situation and just like make room for you to move forward. So spirit could be really guiding them and showing them how to like reach you or connect with you. Their thoughts towards you, we have the sun. So they feel like you're a very bright, beautiful, passionate person. They also feel like you're a safe person emotionally. It's safe to open up to you and show like their true self or be vulnerable about the way that they feel. They feel like you're very warm and nurturing and compassionate, and so you're not going to like hurt them. If they show you their more like sensitive self, they see all these very positive qualities in you, and so they feel like there's a lot of potential for growth, like being a part of your life. They could grow a lot as a person, or it would bring a lot of that positive fulfilling energy into them, that you just kind of naturally carry, and they feel like they need that in their life. Also with the sun, it's like their thoughts could be revolving around you, and so like, yeah, they could be starting to become almost like obsessed with you, like they're starting to revolve their world around you or starting to revolve their world around like how they can move forward and, connect with you. So not like in a bad way, like a stalker type of way, but yeah, it's like you're starting to become like the center of their universe, and they you guys haven't even like reconnected. So this could be a very powerful and like overwhelming energy. They really desire to move things forward in a positive way, regardless of what anyone else thinks or says. Um, yeah, the Seven of Swords, they feel like from the outside perception, people are going to think that this is really shady. It's going to start a lot of rumors. Like, there's going to be a lot of people specifically trying to start rumors or start gossip or get people talking or like catch one of the other or like catch the situation in some sort of a scandalous, like try and create a narrative to where it's like, something very scandalous happened in order to validate like whatever negative energy they were putting on the relationship before. It's like the outside perception is they're going to be that the situation's very shady or that the other person's like being led astray, not making good choices. So I'm not sure why, um with Rapunzel here, I feel like it just comes down to like control. Like there could be people around you who have a strong desire to like control your life. And so you like connecting with someone that was so attracted to you or felt so strongly about you was maybe like a huge threat in some way, to kind of like lose that power, that access to the power that you hold. In some ways you could be like a very spiritually powerful person. It's like the people around you really gain or benefit from having access to your energy, and so they didn't want someone else to then connect with you or access you in the same way. And so then they could have be like, you're starting to realize it's like actually the people around you that were like telling people false things in order to like isolate you away from others. It wasn't the people around them. um so yeah, it's like starting to realize like some of the people that were supposed to be like your people or kind of like having your back could have had ulterior intentions, just because again it's like they benefit so much from being a part of your life or being so close to you in certain ways. So only take this message if you've already started to see through certain people around you. So this will kind of resonate, like you'll kind of already know what I'm talking about. But if not, then don't like force anything. Only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Fly free, detach. You're longing to be untethered from what doesn't serve you any longer. A carefree possibility beacons you to release attachments to outcomes and people. Freedom is yours for the taking. Surrender to the process and let go of expectations. Cornucopia, prosperity. The earth is plentiful and is reminding you to trust money will flow. Enjoy the fruits of your labor by releasing any fear mindset that blocks abundance. Your value in yourself is the best currency. Turn over a new leaf. Renew. A second chance is being given to transform yourself or the situation. Let the lessons of the past serve as a catalyst for a clean slate moving forward. Distorted view, perspective. A change in perspective is needed to view you or the situation with compassion. The root core of pain is often associated with how you may view yourself or the situation from a wounded place. Choosing to heal this brings the broken pieces back together to create a healthy viewpoint. Your card fell on the floor here. Decisions and fear, control. Some decisions and choices that you have made are based in fear and not heart-centered knowledge. Fear is your ego wanting control. Take a step back and make a responsive choice rather than a reactive one. Then you're able to see the truth of the best choice with a calm and centered manner. So yeah, recognize like how some fear could have been kind of cast onto you. That energy could have been cast onto you, right? You could have been like manipulated it to feel as though you feel certain ways when there's a lot more going on. So really beautiful messages here. Pile 1. So thank you so much for watching. And if you'd like a mini reading, you can use the link in the description, and be safe out there. Hi there, Pile 2. I'm taking a look into the person on your mind, where they're at. what they're doing, their energy towards you. Their thoughts and their feelings. We have the Knight of Swords. So they could want to come in and rescue you or kind of scoop you up. It's like spirit is calling them to come towards you. So this may be someone that you don't actually know very well, but they've just kind of been watching you from the outside from some time now. And it's not that they see you as like a damsel in distress, but they just see you as someone who's really deserving to have someone come in and kind of scoop them up and show them like love. They could feel as though they have something really powerful to offer you, but it's like for a while they were kind of preoccupied with other things or like meeting other people's needs or just taking care of other things in their life, maybe helping their family or something, just trying to get other things set up for themselves. It's like they want to either come in and give you something or like show you something, like show you something about relationships, help you like fight through something difficult. It's like they can see you and see like your struggle or like what you go through, and they feel like you deserve like support or help. So we have the Ace of Wands. So I feel as though this is like a very passionate person, someone who's just like a natural born leader. They could be very like spiritual and intuitive and insightful. They're very like divinely led, or they have a lot of faith. They get a lot of spiritual messages, or they like to use the tools and the gifts that they have. Like they may have like a higher perspective, if you will. So they like to use the tools and gifts that they have to kind of like help others around them or guide them. They can almost like see things before they come. Very insightful, or just this very keen ability to like read the signs around them and be very divinely guided. They try to be very obedient to spirit, but they're also very passionate here. There's a lot of charisma. They have this certain energy to be able to like excite people, or yeah, get people. It's like to get people excited to work on themselves or to give back to themselves, or they inspire others to be more like self-focused or to like listen to the signs and synchronicities around them in order to then also change their own life and their own circumstance. So again, like a leadership energy. With where they're at, we have the King of Swords and the Tower. So they could be specifically losing some sort of battle, losing some sort of job, losing some sort of opportunity, something very unexpected, getting kicked out of like some sort of club or membership or something. They're like going through some sort of rapid change or transformation in their life that they really didn't see coming, but is opening up an opportunity for them to then be more free or have more free time or not have so many obligations or so much responsibility. So then they can come towards you, and present you some sort of offer or try and help you like free yourself. Or it's like then they off it frees them up to have the time to come towards you and make some sort of offer towards you, which is what they've been wanting to do. But again, it's like they had a lot of burdens or a lot of other things really overwhelming them. They could have had a lot of responsibility on their shoulders, but it's like out of nowhere, they're suddenly again being very freed. So then they're realizing, like, okay, well, this wasn't what I planned or expected, but now I have the time, the chance, the opportunity to approach. Yeah, they could have like had their eye on you for a while, and so they're going through some sort of like divine redirecting. I just did a love reading today actually. And that was the kind of the energy, but it was like flipped. To where the viewer was going through some sort of crazy tower moment that was opening them up to be able to elevate them or bring them to the next level, and like connect with someone new. And so this is like the other side of that energy, kind of. It's like this, the person on your mind here is going through that tower moment. So there may be something in that love reading for you that resonates. I'll have that linked in the description box down below. With what they're doing, we have the High Priestess in the reverse. So they could be like no longer, there could have been like some sort of spiritual teacher or like something that they were involved in previously that they kind of followed after or looked to. And now they don't rely on that as much anymore. They rely more on themselves, and like the personal guidance that they're getting from spirit and the personal communication that they're getting from spirit. So just because they've made this inner shift, that could have been what led to them going through some sort of massive tower moment or change. It's like even if they didn't seem to be directly related to each other, like in the 3D in reality, it's like spiritually, because they shifted maybe like in their beliefs or just in the way they operated or the way they understood things, the way they were like connecting with spirit in a personal way, like everything just kind of started to shift. And then with that, their reality, their physical like 3D world around them also started to shift. And so certain opportunities or certain things that they were really well suited for at one time suddenly became very overwhelming or burdensome, and it's just like it wasn't as spiritually, emotionally in alignment anymore. And so now they're being, it's like spirit's allowing them to release from certain other obligations that were ultimately holding them back and no longer serving them. So through this whole Halloween weekend with like the eclipse and stuff, it was major release of things that are no longer serving us, things that did serve us at one time but are now actually holding us back, and accelerating towards the things that our soul would like to move towards to heal at this time. So you could be a part of that like soul journey, for this person, or wanting to move towards you could be a big part of what their soul is wanting to experience. So we have like soulmate energy for sure. Their energy towards you. We have the Emperor. So yeah, in that love reading, like we had past, present, and future, and the future energy was the Emperor. So again, another confirmation there could be a lot of messages for you in that. So I'll have that linked in the description. But they would like to come in and be that stability that you can rely on, right? Like you and your family, or to like build a family with them and then see them as someone that's like a spiritual protector. Even if there's chaos all around you, it's like a solid rock that you can lean on in tough times. So you maybe haven't had that ever. It's like they can see some sort of need in your life or some sort of chaos around you, and it's like they want to come in and be like a guard or a protector, spiritually, physically, just like be something for you to lean on or be that stability for you. Their thoughts towards you, we have the stars. So again, they feel as though they're being divinely guided towards you, and that you two coming together would be very powerful, and it would give you a power together to mutually like free yourselves. Like I said in the beginning, free yourselves from something, um, you could be mirroring each other in certain experiences, or they just see like certain experiences and circumstances that you've went through. So it's like spirits guiding them, but at the same time they want to come in and guide you, um, and just help lead you into a more divine space with them, to where it would be safer for you to connect on an emotional level. And their feelings towards you, we have the Queen of Wands. So they see you as a very fierce person who has very strong boundaries, but they also see you as this very beautiful, giving person. But it's like you're kind of selective, or you only give to people that you feel like have the best intentions or that truly deserve it. And so they have a lot of respect for you, just based off of the energy that you give and the energy that you radiate. They feel as though a lot of people are drawn towards you and attracted to you. And because of this, there's like a lot of people that talk about you and gossip about you, or people that get like really jealous of the attention that you get. So if they've heard anything bad about you, or if they've heard like anything odd about you, they just kind of chalk it up to that. Like they see you, um, almost like on a pedestal, or they have like this very high level of respect for you, to where they understand why people around you would be intimidated by you. So yeah, it's like they could have been around you for a while, like not watching you in a creepy way again, but just like observing you from the outside. So they could have collected a lot of like insight, not necessarily opinions, but just insight over like the way certain people around you operate. And so they can see, but for them it's like they're very spiritual, they can see it like on a deeper level why certain people are like that. Again, it's like something about you just kind of draw people in. And so because you could be just a very beautiful person, you just have this very beautiful bold aura that draws a lot of people in, so you get so many different people that come towards you, that over the years you've had to develop like not necessarily a thick skin, but just a healthy set of boundaries to know like what people's intentions are. And you could again be kind of selective and like only give to people that you think have genuine intentions. And so you could be seen or perceived as almost this like exclusive, um person, or this person that's kind of difficult to get close to. And so this other person wants to come in and help like free you from this space of like having to be so guarded or protective of yourself in your environment, like help you kind of get away from some of this energy and move into a space where you it's free, more free to be yourself, and you're more admired for who you are and the genuine energy that you're giving off. So it could start with just having that safe space, and they feel like they could be that safe space for you. um, so that is really cute and beautiful. Nourish the soil. Priorities. Nourish all areas that hold value to prevent them from perishing from lack of attention. At times, you can get hyper focused on one thing, and then the rest of your life feels neglected. So you could overly focus on like other areas of your life and avoid like romance or relationships. Rising of the Phoenix. Expansion. You have risen, sorry, You have risen from the ashes through your strength and determination. Now is the time to spread your wings. This is a new chapter in transition time for you. The old version of you has died off and no longer exists. A new beginning is here to usher in high vibrational energy that is fiery and expansive. Rainbow Bridge, hope. Loved ones that have crossed over are sending you a message of love and strength. Grieving a person, pet, or situation is difficult to move through. Honor your healing process with patience and be surrounded by support and love. Waves of attention, admiration. People notice you for the star that you are, whether through your work ethic or simply by being you. It's your turn, so bask in the waves of admiration and attention. You deserve it. Good news, positivity. Your prayers have been heard. Good news is on the way. The universe wants you to have expectancy of positive outcomes in your life. You have the power to manifest what you desire of your highest good by co creating with Source. Now it's time to celebrate. Better boundaries, communication. Creating boundaries requires self love and discipline. It's not about you shutting people out or being unkind, it's about you telling them you care enough about yourself to create boundaries that are for your highest good. Clear communication is needed to keep your boundaries intact. So, I feel like this is kind of one of your strengths, but Spirit is just saying to keep that healthy level of respect with the people around you. Definitely continue to fall back on this, but I just got one more card for you. Partnership support. You are being guided to reach out and form partnerships and alliances to expand your vision and perspective. Take this time to see who comes into your life that is offering to assist with your endeavors. Asking for help often leads to accomplishing your goals more quickly. So, yeah, you could be marrying each other at this time. So, beautiful message with the person on your mind. If you're interested in a mini reading, then you can use the link in my description. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Hi there, pile 3. Taking a look into the person on your mind. Where they're at. What they're doing. Their energy towards you. Their thoughts. And their feelings. We have the World on the bottom and the Chariot. So they're ending a major cycle in order to come towards you. They could be kind of being divinely guided, but they've had to overcome a lot to get to this place with what they're doing already kind of flipped out. And we have the 4 of Wands. So they're like fighting their demons or fighting major battles, fighting major karma so that they can clear something from the past and end a cycle and come towards you. We have the 7 of Cups. So they're in a place where they can either choose to go back to like their demons and whatever they were fighting, or truly put an end to that and just leave it where it is and move forward and come towards you. They're in the middle of making a really critical choice in their life right now, and they could be like in the eye of the storm, like they're currently in the midst of this battle and facing this and deciding what's best and what to do. With where they're at with the King of Cups. So they are coming from a very like emotionally grounded place. They're not trying to be like overly emotionally swayed one way or the other. I feel as though from what we're already picking up on here, it's like they're really doing their best to try to make healthy choices and overcome the things that have previously held them back in their life in order to be free to then move in the directions that they would like to move, or to have some sort of new beginning in their life, and come towards you here. So that could be why they are on your mind so much. It's like they're in the middle of slaying a dragon that has been like holding them down or holding them back for a long time. So the dragon could be like addiction, um, gambling, getting arrested, like in trouble with the law, fighting with their family, spending too much money when they go out on the weekends. It could be like something very small, or it could be something very big, right? But they're in the middle of like trying to slay this dragon or make better and healthier choices for themselves, and like put certain things that were holding them back, holding them down in life, like put those things down, for good. And so then they can excel and move in the directions that they would like to move. So they feel as though they have to like fight something or free themselves from something in order to be able to end the cycle. So that's what made me think of like addiction, but it doesn't have to be something like that. Could really be anything, but it's like that same type of like struggle towards like their own personal choices were like their detriment and holding them back. So they're trying to shift and make healthier choices, for themselves in order to be able to end a cycle once and for all and feel free or like worthy to be able to come towards you and offer you something or offer you more. It's like, again, they're slaying their own like personal dragons or demons. They've also been figuring out how to like take care of themselves more, nurture themselves, get back in touch with themselves, in touch with spirit, communicating with spirits, being very guided and intentional. It's like spirit kind of picked them back up and showed them their potential or something. They may have had some sort of spiritual awakening, so now they're taking life a lot more seriously. They want to move towards like more serious things that once scared them in the past, and end this cycle of like being held down by their own fears, like their own demons again. So with their energy towards you, we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. So with this Ace of Pentacles, we have this person guiding this person to put this thing in a box or in a treasure chest. So I think this is spirit here, like guiding the person on your mind, saying, okay, these are the things that you need to let go of in order to approach viewer in the right way. And your person here is like in the middle of fighting this. They're kind of fighting like a spiritual battle with this. So they're having a hard time letting go of something from the past. You can see this person has like a photograph here that they're hanging on to. So it could be a past relationship, or like say it was like a parent or a family member or something who's passed on, or someone that they lost when they didn't have a lot of control over the situation. They're fighting to let go of that. So going back to like addiction or something, it's like that could stem from them ultimately not being able to let go of someone that they lost in a really painful way. And so however they have been like coping or whatever they've been doing to get through this, it's like really holding them back. It's also like if they hang on to this energy, then they can't like properly free themselves up to offer someone else a proper like emotional commitment. If they're hanging on from something in the past, then they're not going to be able to give their full self to someone else. And so then they just end up coming across as like this really shady person, or like they have really shady and hurtful intentions, or you could perceive them like they're just trying to kind of dangle you on a string, or like get you like hung up on them, kind of like love bomb you. and then leave you hanging. So yeah, you could perceive this person as someone who's like unsafe or someone that you couldn't trust, because again, they're just going to like leave you hanging or put you in a hurtful situation. Yeah, you could like view this person as chaotic or feel like if you let them in, they could hurt you again or like actually put you in like a dangerous situation. So you could be really careful around this person. Their thoughts towards you, we have the death. And so it's like they want to change the way that you perceive them. They don't want you to, it's like they're very well aware of how you viewed them or perceive them at this time, and they would really like to shift this or change this. Um, so that's, I feel like that's why they're doing so much work here to like overcome certain struggles or demons. So then if they were to come towards you, that energy would not affect you. And then you could see them in a different light. And so it's like, again, they're having to truly like end some sort of cycle before they could come towards you. So then you don't perceive them or associate them with like their struggles of the past. But they do desire to like approach you, come towards you to offer you something. But they're just hoping that they can transform or change the way that you see them or perceive them. With the Emperor, it's like they want to be that emotional stability. They want to get to a place where they could be a divine counterpart, a rock. We had the Emperor come through in the love reading that I did today. So I'll have that linked in the description box. In the past, present, and future energy, the Emperor was showing up in the future, and the Empress was on the bottom of the deck. So it was like this divine counterpart. Like the Empress was really calling in the Emperor. So I feel like they want to be this person for you. Like they see you in your kind of divine feminine energy. They see your very beautiful, radiant, just magnetic energy, and they're very drawn towards you, but they know that like you deserve the best, or at the least it's like they want to be able to offer and provide this stability and be like what you need. And so again, they really feel like they have to let go of certain struggles from their past or just put down certain things that they really struggled with in the past and completely free themselves of like their burdens or their demons. Right now, they're kind of going back and forth. Like they haven't fully healed from this or fully released this. It's like they're still on an everyday basis, like choosing to make the more healthy, conscious choice. But it's like they feel like they're in this like kind of chaotic energy still, to where they could still potentially wake up one day and then just choose the unhealthy choice. And so if they pursue you too soon or too early and then they were to mess up, then you would perceive them differently or maybe not like believe them or believe in them. Whereas like if they kind of go through it alone and get through certain uncomfortable stages alone, to where it's not such a hard choice like on a daily basis to make, to like be better, to make better choices, however whatever it is, um yeah, then it will be easier for them to like handle then being in a relationship too, and like having another person to be accountable for and another person like perceiving their actions. What, yeah, to where like right now they feel like they're still struggling with the choice even though they're trying to fight and make healthy choices, so they have a higher propensity to slip up right now, and then it would like ruin things, or yeah, then you would like have this super negative impression of them and then they wouldn't be able to like come back from that. So they have to like wait to be able to offer you an opportunity, and they also need to be able to like let go of certain things from their past fully, and they're like very well aware of this, but it's like they can't fully let go of it until they've like healed it or like overcome some sort of struggle. So they're in the process of like making those choices, but again, it could be really difficult for them still at this time. But they want to get to this place where they can be, um, yeah, like a rock or stability, like no matter what chaos is going on all around, then they can be that stable figure that you can lean on, fall back on, rely on emotionally. Spiritual path, righteous. You are being called to do the right thing and take the high road above all else. Don't let your ego lead you astray. Be mindful to select choices that align with your true self and support spiritual growth. This was poking out. Intertwined, lovers. This person feels like an extension of yourself deeply rooted within your heart. You've had many past lives together and karmic lessons along the way. It's time to come together in a healthy way that brings joy and happiness. Fairy realm, playful. The elements are here to offer help to remember your childlike self. Be playful and feisty when life gets too serious. Your inner child wants you to explore your magical side and run free. So, yeah, this could be like very healing. Like, say you connected as children, so coming back together in a healthy way is healing, or it's like when you come back together, it just reminds each other of how free you could be with people when you were kids. So it's just like a very healing connection. And then, yeah, like coming together in a healthy way that brings joy and happiness. So, yeah, that kind of stuck out to me because that's kind of what they're trying to do, right? Is to be able to fully release certain burdens or anything toxic in their life, holding them down or holding them back in order to be able to come towards you the right way. So that could be like a very healing thing for them. And you, olive branch, peace. It is imperative for your healing and soul growth to ask for forgiveness or offer forgiveness. Life is too precious to hold grudges or to feel you need to punish yourself. An opportunity is being created to move forward to set you free. And we also had yes. Use your intuition as layers of information may be unfolding. So, if any questions came up for you while we were doing the reading, Spirit wanted to come through and confirm yes. Patience needed, timing. Be mindful not to rush or push your agenda at this time. Trust in divine timing and lessen instant gratification. Having patience allows everything to unfold as it should. The seeds have been planted, now let them grow. Inflexible, change. You or the person involved are set in ways that are impending growth. Be more open minded to see the other person's point of view to expand your perspective in a healthy way. Oftentimes, being too rigid masks the problem that causes imbalance and unrest. Flexibility is needed to create flow. New beginnings, intention. New doors are opening and new opportunities are here. You are shifting into a higher frequency by honoring yourself and your accomplishments. It's time for a fresh start and a clean slate. You are being asked to only bring your new self into this next chapter. Time to evolve. Decisions. It's not a negative situation, but a necessary one. Having the awareness to see it from your soul's perspective that you chose much of this before you incarnated is needed. This releases the victimhood mentality and pulls back your power. We must go through trials and tribulations as an opportunity to evolve. How you choose to interpret the situation hinges on your growth or not. Dreams realized, manifest. You have the power to create and manifest what you desire. When you choose to push outside of your comfort zone and have determination, your dreams become reality. Now is the time to take action and have a clear focus on what you want. The universe works with you to create it by using your manifesting power for your highest good. So beautiful reading. Thank you so much. If you watched this far, if you'd like a mini reading, you can use the link in my description. And I hope you have a great day.